Now, question 24 on the 2022 paper. A circle has an equation x squared plus y squared is equal to 12.25. The point P lies on the circle. The coordinate of P are 2.1, 2.8. The line L is the tangent to the circle at point P. Find an equation of L, and we have to give our answer in this form right here. And A, B, and C are integers. Okay, so let's first draw this out. I have my circle. Right here. Okay? And I know that it goes to the origin because it's just x squared plus y squared. And I guess I could find the radius by doing 12.25 square root, which is 3.5. I could just write 3.5 there. Okay. Now let's mark on P. The coordinate of P are 2.1, 2.8, so 2.1, 2.8, so let's just do that right there, about there, P. The line L is a tangent to the circle at P. Okay, so we know that line L is going to be, I'll draw it in blue. Line L is going to be something like that. Line L is going to look something like that. Find equation of line L. Okay, so to find a line equation, we need to get the gradient and the y-intercept. Okay, if I draw the radius to the tangent, using one of my circle theorems, I know that a tangent touches a circle and it forms 90 degrees. Okay, so if I find the gradient of this radius, then I could just find the gradient of the tangent. Gradient of radius is rise over run, so that's 2.8 over 2.1. And I could divide both top and bottom by 0.7, or I could put it into a calculator. 4 over 3, or 1.3 reoccurring. Okay, now, because I'm trying to find the perpendicular gradient, because the tangent and the radius meet 90 degrees, I just do -1 divided by this value. And I get -3 over 4. So gradient of L is -1 over 4 over 3, which is -3 over 4. Okay, so far we've got y is equal to -3 over 4x plus c. Now, how do we find the value of c? Well, we know that line L passes through the point 2.1, 2.8, because that is the coordinate that the line is tangent to. Now, so we can just substitute these values in. We know that y is 2.8. 2.8 is equal to -3 over 4 times, and the value of x is 2.1 plus c. So we can work this out. So 2.8 is equal to, what is -3 over 4 times 2.1? Sorry, 1 second. -3 over 4 times 2.1. We have -60 over 40 plus c. Now I could do 2.8, sorry, -63. I could do 2.8 plus 63 over 40. So I'm adding the 63 over 40 to both sides, and this is equal to c. And this is equal to 4.375. Okay, so I can write, so I know that the line equation now is equal to y is equal to -3 over 4x plus 4.375. And also, on the graph, this kind of makes sense because we know we have a negative gradient. Now this is 3.5, then roughly there is around 4.375. Just a way of double checking our answer. Okay, now we want all our coefficients to be integers. So I'm just going to times this by everything by 4. So you have 4y is equal to 3x. And if I times this by 4, you get 17.5. Okay, so that's minus. Now I can add 3x to both sides. 4y plus 3x is equal to 17.5. Times everything by 2, you get 8y plus 6x is equal to 35. Now look, we've got it into the form ax plus by is equal to c. A is equal to ax, A is equal to 6. B is 4y, so B is equal to 8. And C is equal to 35. Okay?